Yo, what's good? What's up, my people of the sun? Alright? Alright? Like, please don't make fun of me. Alright? Like, I know, like, my complexion is like, but with my complexion type, it makes it very difficult for me to be in low light scenarios. Alright? It makes it very difficult for me to be in low light scenarios and still be seen. So the fact that you can see me right now, it's a miracle. But I mean, well, the fact that you can see me is like you can see like I don't know, I don't even know what to call it really. Social distancing. I don't know what to call it really. You see what I mean? Like this is how you know like I'm practicing social distancing with myself, like with myself on distance. Like if this is myself. This is myself social distancing, being on this shit, and I'm distancing that in the video. Like yo, can I with the greatest of ease, like can I give myself a pat on the back and like maybe some turkey neck bones, but all right, don't know where that one came from, but but on some G shit, like you know what I mean. So like I want to talk about God. So here's the thing, I want to talk about God now. And I know the people is gonna hear this. But I want to talk about God, like why are we out here? Why are we out here praising God? Why are we here praising God? God. When why are we out here praising God? Why are we out here praising white Jesus? Why we out here praising Sky Daddy in heaven? I'm really stuck on this because if you and I know that we created the Asian man, we created the white man, we created all types, we created all these niggas. How do we get to the point and we know this. We consciously know this shit. We consciously know this shit. Whenever we get together and the subconscious comes, whenever we get together in group and we be like, well, you know what I mean? Like we already, I'm saying, if we know this, then how do we on an individual scale get stuck worshiping the white man? How do we get stuck worshiping Esau? Please explain to me. I'm asking, how we get stuck worshiping Esau when we know the story about Jacob. Especially, that's all. If you understand the story of Jacob, that's all you really need to know right there. You understand that story of Esau and Jacob and Esau. That's right there, man. But the root of that story is that you the God, you the king, Judah, El Bay, you the God, you the king. But if you know this, then how the fuck did your ass get stuck worshiping Esau? How did you say, yo, man, I don't know, out of everyone here, I'm gonna trust. I'm pointing over there. I'm gonna trust that guy. Like, how the fuck? Like, we gotta really stop letting ourselves be deceived, man. How the fuck we let ourselves get deceived? I'm telling you, people, we are the gods. We are the gods. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that admittance. All right? There's nothing wrong with that admittance. All right? So for you to say God, you got to understand what you're really talking about. All right? Yo, Amen, get this camera for me, man. Yo, Amen, get this camera, man. All right? Because unless we do it, we're not going to understand where we're coming from. The person preaching, the preacher is responsible for God. The preacher is he's directly responsible for your connection to God. All right, but in order for him to be a preacher, he has to know who he is. He has to know, before he knows who he is, he has to know who you are and why he's allowed to talk to you. If he's not allowed to talk to you in a position of authority, then he has no business being preacher to you. You know what I mean? Unless you created me, you have no business preaching towards me. You know? Shit is crazy. Like how they got us, you know what I mean? How they got us to this level where we so thinking ass backwards. We already, like, you know, and it's not just doctrine. It's not just make believe. This shit is, you know, it's been on the table for a long enough while, and no one's come at it. No one's come at it. No one's come at it at all. So it's just time to accept it as truth, you know? It's time to accept it as truth. You know, we are the creator gods. There's nothing wrong with that. It don't matter if we did it individually. It don't matter if one of our uncles did it. It don't matter if, you know, if we did it all as a group together and created them. It don't matter. It don't matter. We still did it, which means we are still creators. We are creators. We are masons. When you say I'm a mason, you saying I'm a creator. All right? You say I'm a mason, you say I'm a creator. Feel me? Talk about mason, you say I'm a creator. When two masons get together, you know, they have to come together and they have to be like put their differences aside and be like, yo, for the greater mankind. We're gonna work together on this. That's it. That's what Mason means. And Mason means a way of peace. That's it. That's what it means. A lot of people don't know that. But how can you? That's what I'm saying. Like, how could you have understanding if you don't have peace, right? How could you have understanding if you don't have peace? So it's a lot to this, man. It's a lot to this. People think that you know, knowing you a God is wrong. It's folly. Well, you know, guess what? We are the Lord's. We are, you know what I mean? God, like the Hebrews said it themselves. The Hebrews said, you know, God works through men. You know, God works through man and man only. You know, the divine, just like the divine works through mostly females and mostly females only. You know what I'm saying? But this is why we all out here today. This is why we all out here. We all have a purpose. We all have a purpose, and we're here to fix shit. We're here to fix shit, and not really fix it, but we all outside with a purpose, and we're here to complete our individual missions. All right. That's it. We just out here to complete our individual missions. So. Another thing too is the whole corona, which I don't even know why I'm saying this shit on YouTube, because you know YouTube has trackers on it. But the whole crown thing, man. I put it like this: the whole crown thing. It's like you will see how us coming into power, us having to stand your arm and do the thing. Us coming into power, us having to understand and grasp new concepts. That's what water is. That's what water is. Water is learning new ways of communication. Like, there's a reason why, even though it's Aries season, I don't come outside. I don't be like fire. Oh, that's fire. I try not to use that word fire no more, because I don't know if we just might be talking about guns or some shit. I don't use that word no more. Oh, that's fire. I don't use that as an adjective to describe. I don't use that as a describe nothing. You know what I mean? Something could literally be on fire, and I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna be like, oh, that's hot. I might even say that. You know what I mean? So like, you know. But it's just like straight up communication. It's gonna change the way communication happens. It's gonna make it more water style, whatever that means. But the funny thing is that me being a water sign, right? Me being a water sign, So I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk to nobody. I don't talk about nobody. I don't talk about anything. I don't talk about things. I don't talk at all, period. So you watching this is the only way you're gonna hear me speak. I don't talk to people. I don't talk to people. I don't talk to people. All these rats, this is too many rats out here. I'm not saying I'm scared. But I'm just saying I'm moving. It's time for me to move. So this is a chat about God, and man, we're gonna talk about everything in between. Cause you know what I mean? Cause one thing this virus has got us fucked up with, you know, do you believe in government or do you believe in God? Like, you know, you believe in God or you believe in government? Are you gonna let if basically they say we're gonna catch a shit anyway, all right? You're gonna catch a shit anyway, and you know, once you have it, then you know you got it. Like, you know, it's in God's hands. But either that or you're gonna be, you know, not be spiritual, not be God about it, and you're gonna be believe the government, what the government says, and be in fear. You're gonna, you know, and this whole thing is just a play on Capricorn. The whole thing, everything is just everything that has to do with the 10th house. It's just the fucking Capricorn, man. It just wants you. Anything that has to deal with cleaning is Capricorn. Anything to do with jobs, careers, Capricorn. I'm just like, yo, you know, like you're gonna either believe in what one says or the other. You know, you can't be afraid. You can't be afraid and you know, have on God's armor. Like, it don't work like that. So, it's my video. Shalom.